Ćao ljudi, ja sam nov u ovome, vidjet ćemo kako to sve ide. Danas ćemo igrati Jeјs Kombat 7, Skајс Aноун, kampanju naravno. Igrat ćemo je, mislim već sam ja ovo igrao, tako da već imam dosta aviona otključenih. Sad ćemo vidjeti gdje smo, šta smo, kako će to biti i na šta će to ličiti. Igramo naravno na Soniju, 4, jok na 3. Pa ćemo da vidimo.
Anything special to you?
Charged Assault, prva misija. Moguće da kreće. Tu smo svi, ajmo.
Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in MISIJA as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Fusion ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Grays Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed. Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Krećemo napad. Kao što sam rekao, već sam igrao, tako da imam sve avione otključene. Uglavnom biram F-22, ne znam zašto, zavisi od misije naravno, ali uglavnom, vjerovatno sam njega najviše nabuđio. Ćemo da vidimo sad koje ćemo oružje. Ovo naravno, što nemamo meta. Nijednu metu na zemlji, samo u vazduhu, tako da ovo je dobitna kombinacija. Sorry.
MISIJA squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
I ovo je prva misija, to bi trebalo bude lagano skroz.
Radar site still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have to good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Page 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper.
Take
down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's That's what it means to be in an element.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Hvala.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Šao sam ga. Promenimo sad rakete. Da? One mogu i dalje da pucaju i više ih ispaljuje. Možda čak sjebemo i sve u istom trenutku. Da vidimo. Čak i ne.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target. Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Hvala.
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely got his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Ovoga, vidimo.
That's it. It's great. That's it.
Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back in base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger. Settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Target is down.
Ma dobre.
Attaboy, Trigger.
Ćao, zdravo.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. We still got half our baggage. Empty it up on hangars and runways.
Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
Got you now. Firing.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
Stignuta raketa.
Where the hell are our fighters? The
Doktorska.
harbor's under heavy fire.
Mage 2, missile away.
Enemy shot down.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
Really confirmed with their payload. He's mine. He's not getting away. Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Idemo dalje. Ne vidimo ih tamo beginning posle. 56 ovih raketa. Ovdje.
Mage 2, locked.
Target eliminated. Good work.
1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Hit on target confirmed.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Ovo je taj.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Prva gotova.
Going, Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes.
Laga.
Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Ko zna, vidjet ćemo u nekoj od narednih šta ti dronovi nam radi. Onda neki su već videli.
MISIJA.
Trigger, your calls.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base.
Samo vi procenjujte. Idemo dalje, sljedeća.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusea has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusea, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usean peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Useans, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusea, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusea went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusea didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived.
Bravo,
I crashed in a
Malenice.
bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa consent to leave of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Ocean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking and tragic.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Charge the enemy. Ajde da iznapadamo na to.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Ne brini se ništa.
Mage Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Ajde, idem. Da ih vidimo. Znaju li oni išta?
Current target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Imamo.
Yep.
Target eliminated.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
It's popping off now, Trigger. War has officially begun.
Vehicle
The
down.
anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! We're going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Hey! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! Requesting permission to move the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need interceptors now! We're using the containers now!
Już.
Those weapons are meant
Trebalo
for
bi se
tactical
očekati odjedno.
flexibility.
Mage 2. APC destroyed. Target destroyed.
No,
3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Wilco, here they come. Take them down.
Missile.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
2 targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online! Push the plan forward too fast. Takes it too far from Allied territory.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
I've got you now. Firing.
Samo još jedan, ajmo.
Evade. Continuing attack. Enemy's got a log. Breaking.
All aircraft, residential
That was the
area.
last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission.
Enemy missile facing me.
Crush as many as you can.
Move the enemy aircraft away from the base.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Imamo mali krug, da se vrati. Počisti.
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicles. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Brandon is in my sights. Here's some feedback from those war merchants. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Mage 2. Vehicle destroyed. All right. This base is worth destroying.
Breaking. They've got the numbers and the strike.
That's a miss.
Fox 2.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Idemo bre.
Keep your mind focused. All transports have been destroyed, but what were they carrying? Enemy transport destroyed. There's more.
Target down.
On your tail. The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too.
We aim over clear ground.
Okay, let's
Call 3, head to sail out now.
Lower 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
just worry about staying alive for now.
3 targets remaining.
I've got him in my sights.
Missile. Missile.
Vaši.
Mage 2, walking.
Break! Break! Here's the friendly!
Fox 2.
Launch preparations complete. Ropes are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear, 15 meters.
dronovi, a? Opalac. Za dronove je dovoljna jedna raketa, za avione 2, helikopter 1, bombarderi 2-3, zavisno od kada te emisije. Evo su oni brzi. Teško ih se nafata.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are, right? Use them. HQ, this is Golem 1. Bandits confirmed as UAVs. Bandits are drones.
Golem 1, that doesn't matter. Destroy all enemy fighters and get out.
It doesn't matter. He's saying the war can change in an instant. Get over it. Yeah, I just wish they'd give us a bit more warning. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go.
Locked, it's chow time. Golem 1, Box 2. Feels like I'm riding a roller coaster up here. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
There's a bar I want to try.
Ću biti ja.
Doing good.
Može večerica.
Just 2 more.
Ne bunim se uopšte.
Crap. This aircraft is icy damaged. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds. The ice will melt. Golem Squadron, surround him.
Show up on the radar.
One to go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Posljednji.
Golem 2, Box 2.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase him down and pull the trigger.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down one at a time.
Nice kill, Trigger.
To je to.
Enemy aircraft
Ćao,
confirmed
zdravo.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
Tako je.
I don't know.
Opet smo opasni.
Maybe the bandits we
Opasna
took down
ekipa.
caused civilian casualties.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
You shoot, someone gets killed.
Normalno.
The guys in charge take care of the rest.
To bi bilo to za danas. Hvala vam, pa se vidimo uskoro. Ćao.